Like, it's not live. Is that what y'all was talking about last night? Huh? You said y'all was just talking about like religion and stuff and like oh no, that's what I wanted to comment on was when you said that to him because I think that that's like absolutely 1,000% correct. Like we've been waiting for hundreds and hundreds of years for people to get it right for us. You know what I mean? Like I mean, it's like it's so hard to deal with. Like it's so hard to understand. Like why the fuck? Like what? You see what they doing to Ice Cube, right?
Yeah, because he's backing the Trump black flag.
But he didn't back it. He said he listened to it. He didn't say he backed it.
He's trying to well, he didn't say he's bagging, but he's trying to put his own spin to it so he can come to life.
I think that people why they trying to cancel him, you know, it also is, you know, it also is righteously wise to listen to both sides. That's not wrong. But
it is again, you ain't getting out from Biden. You ain't getting out from Biden. You just want Trump out. You just picking a lesser two evils. Because it's going to happen regardless on your top of your head, regardless.
Well, that's what he said this morning. He was like, somebody gonna win, you know, which is and that's the reality that I wish most people that be talking about they ain't gonna vote. I wish that they would face that. Like, you know, like now, and one person could actually make it worse for the way you live, and one person can either make it better for the way you live or keep it the same. Now, either way, I would much rather either one of those than somebody making it worse. That's my point.
Exactly. You're not gonna make it better. Let's leave it the same.
Now, and I think that to be fair, Trump. I mean, just being honest, man. Trump, you had your shot. Just keeping it like people gave you the job. People gave you the job the first time to see what you was gonna do. That's what they did. They had never seen you do it before. They saw Hillary do it before, and they didn't really like the outcome of what that looked like. So they was like, "Let's get this nigga a shot."
You know what it looked like, though, for real. But see, this is exactly what it looked like. I promise you. And we said it. We said it. We all said it. It really looks like he never really wanted to win and didn't have nothing that wasn't prepared at all to win.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So with all this 3 years, the whole toss up, the whole if you will.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? One big ad lib.
No.
One big ad lib.
You know what he's doing? He's doing exactly what I told you he was gonna do. He is broadening his band. He's broadening his brand. Like this is branding for him. Like this is gonna make him so much money. Man, I used to be president of the United States. Do you understand what going into any form of business after that? I used to be the president of the entire United States. I used to be the leader of the free world for 4 years. You understand what kind of numbers they get? And you get taken care of for the rest of your life as a president. You do.
That's the other thing about it. He's gonna be one of those people that you gotta appoint some people that's some special kind of people that walk over him.
Yeah. Who?
You gotta appoint some Trump supporters to watch over him. You can't be no non-Trump supporter to watch over this fool here.
Yeah.
I might not see old boy in the grass,
And that actually
on purpose, nigga.
That's the part I think also is a trip because that's the man, dude. I don't know, man. Like I think that he's losing. No, I mean this time I think it might be different. I think he might lose this time. I do. But
this is the thing what I keep hearing though. What I keep hearing, not just regular people say, even the IRS, they say this nigga need to win to stay out of jail.
Well, yeah, no, that's true. That's partially true. Well, he need to win in order to stay out of them coming after him.
Coming after him to go to jail.
Right. And as long as he in office, like they can't be coming after him for they can't come after him for that.
Right, exactly. I'm not a sitting president. Trust me, I know.
So no, well, I guess my but it's certain things that he's not immune to though. Also though, now he ain't just immune from everything, but he also, if they did find him guilty of something, he actually can pardon himself. Like I let me out. I cleared me of all charges. Like, oh my God, man! Like, but this is such a nightmare that we living in, man. Because we live in.
See, what I'm saying is just all I'm trying to get people the point out to people. It's a nightmare. It was inevitable. You set these dumbass laws in place only for somebody like him to come along and take advantage of. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like the tax codes and all that stuff. The reason why, right?
All you needed was one crooked motherfucker to come take advantage of it, and it's blowing wide open. You
got people like me paying $2,000 in taxes, and he pays $750, and he worth $3 billion.
Right.
And you coming after my little money and all this other stuff. Like, you know, they really, and that's the part too that really. That's what I posted something like that yesterday. And I
got Twitter now too. So
you got okay. So you can follow me. I'll follow you because I actually been posting. I've been tweeting a lot, dude. I've been tweeting a lot, and people been commenting on my tweets. And everything is like it's been crazy. I actually should have probably been. We both probably should have been in the Twitter sphere as much as we like to talk and talk to people. So we probably should have been. I think that when I first got involved in it, it just seemed like it was extra overly complicated for no reason.
It was, because when I first got involved in it, I was liking it, but I couldn't get my whole thought out. Because you can take that many.
You only had a few characters, right? You only had a certain amount of characters. And so, and then I know how to tweet at people now. I know how to, specifically go to these little different little areas and stuff. But so Twitter is actually righteous. And I already knew that Twitter is the first place the information go to before any other form of social media anyway. So you can find out quicker from Twitter than you can from anywhere else in a real way.
I can believe that. Because Twitter ain't they got Twitter now. Twitter got some nasty shit, but they ain't tainted like all the other ones. All the other ones, you got all other shit pop before any kind of important information pop up.
Yeah. And they've been kind of monitoring Twitter too, though. So, it's been all right.
They trying to rectify Facebook too, though.
They are, but I mean, you got. But Mark Zuckerberg don't want to. He don't want to censor people like that though. Like he want people, even if it's bad information, good, bad, or indifferent. Like he don't really care. He's like, I don't really want to, even if it's like lies or whatever. He don't want to take none of that away. For real.
That's the type of shit I can't take part in. That's the type of shit I can't take part in.
Well, I mean, I think that you can't. I think that it's untenable for people to think that they can regulate everything. I just don't think that's real life. You can do your best.
That's what I'm saying. People see how people go way around the topic. That's way to the end. If it's a button there, you can do something about it, and you don't, nigga. Like that's what I'm saying. If it's a way you can do some shit about it, ain't like you making this shit up. It's already a way you can do something about it, and you don't. I think that's fucked up.
I mean, I agree with you, but I'm saying that. Remember when we was talking about we was talking about morality, and we was talking about some people are immoral, some people are amoral, and right. And so he's amoral. Like he don't really want nothing to affect his bottom line. He don't want to lose. That's it just means that you're indifferent. It means that you don't care one way or the other as long as it don't affect your money.
They put all these A's and B's and shit in front of shit like asexual. What the fuck is that?
Oh, that's easy. That's the person.
It's not easy. It's a made up shit, nigga.
Well, I mean,
you desire to have sex, but you don't want to have sex.
No.
What the fuck? You have the desire, but you can't follow through.
Well, I don't know if that's exactly how you describe it, but my point is
that's how she described it to me.
Well, but
I know a girl that's asexual,
right,
so she's
right.
But she's sucking dick right now. But whatever.
But maybe she got through it, though. But my thing, but everything is made up.
This shit, though. How can you make up shit as we go along, though, man?
No, because, but we gotta make up. Well, first of all, how would we describe it then if we don't make up something for it?
It's called a fucking desire. We've been having them all the time.
No. I'm talking about like when we create these terms and we create these words and things like that. Like what other way? What would we use to describe them if we don't come up with a word for it?
The way we've been using to describe that all this time. How would you describe that before asexual came along?
Okay, so look. So most words derive from like other words. You know what I'm saying? Like the Latin word for this means God. So it would come up with another word like God fearing. So you know, like they put words together based on like languages. Language is a real thing. It's not really made up. It's something that's put together to explain what something is. It's put together as an explanation. It's not made up.
We make up words all the time. We can't get them to stick.
Bootylicious is in the dictionary because of Beyonce.
That's what I'm saying. They teaching Ebonics right now because of us. But what I'm saying is we can't get all the words that we come up with to stick.
Like, and neither do they. They don't get all the words they get to stick.
I ain't saying they. I ain't just talking about just a race in general either. I'm just talking about period.
Oh,
when motherfuckers come up with shit, all the words ain't gonna stick, but it's language. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, I guess I understand the words originate from the meanings.
What I'm saying is everybody know they come up with their own shit. Who's the ones allowing the shit to stick? That's what I'm saying. Who's saying, that we use that? Everybody using that.
The dictionary people. That's how the words wind up in.
I think that's how.
What you mean? Like they are, it's a whole people. It's not like just. It's like they have a whole like entire. They are people. Like that's a whole foundation. It's a building where they do that.
So you telling me just like a castle full of nerds with pocket pens and shit?
No, that's ridiculous.
What I'm saying, just come with you got this going. This going on. Look, Harry Potter looking niggas and shit with robes and shit.
If that's what you think, dude, but I'm just telling you that. All I'm saying is that the word gotta mean something. If there was a person, so if that's how she felt about it, then how would she describe it to you? Like, how would you be able to go and look more into it?
That's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying.
I think you be over questioning some things sometimes.
Don't tell me about these shit, because I'm the sole proprietor of the motherfucker on fucking up doing words how they want to do it. Cause you know what I'm saying? You telling me all this shit, but then you tell me some shit don't exist at the same time, and the same words you made up and shit. You tell me it don't exist and shit. But
that's what I'm saying, man. I think you just participated overthinking a lot of stuff sometimes. Like for real, I just be like, I exist in a world where these things have to take place. Otherwise, how else would we explain it? Like that's what I'm saying. Like it ain't no use to me questioning how they came up with the word. That's the word they came up with. That's what I'm using.
No, right. Don't tell me. I've been using your word alien and UFO all the time. Now you gonna tell me it ain't none?
What do you mean?
I've been using your word Pluto and studying all this shit all the time. Now you gonna tell me it ain't now?
Well, I mean, the Pluto thing I get, but the alien thing I don't.
You made up the word, so again, you gotta have seen one or something to be a definition for UFO, aliens, and all them other shit you saying.
UFO is actually an acronym, though.
I know that, and I didn't fly flying objects.
Okay, then. So that's not a word, then.
Right. extraterrestrials. That's another word. You know what I'm saying? All these words pointing to those. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You just say it ain't that. You know what I'm saying?
But that don't mean, no, they're not saying that. First of all, if somebody, okay, so every human being on Earth at some point had to look up to the stars and ask themselves, do they think that there's life in other planets, right? At some point, right, they had to entertain the thought of whether or not they believe to themselves that life existed elsewhere. Now, if that is in fact the case, and some people believe it and they don't. Say what?
Okay. Why you think everybody does this?
Dude, I think that at some point in time, almost every single human being has thought that if there's life on other planets or not. Like, are we here alone?
Stop right there.
All right, I think you finna get ridiculous, but let's do it.
Stop right there. Okay. All right. Now, the same human beings you talking about is the same human beings you saying is ignorant to black people that they live among?
You said what?
Too? The same people that you talking about is the same people that had to question that once in their life. The same people that hadn't questioned black people that they live around.
I still don't.
The people that they live around, they don't question that either.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Like, remember how we always tell out the white people when they make comments and do all that shit, like, oh, they're just ignorant. They need to be taught. They need to, be around more of them. They need to research more, do more. You know what I'm saying? You bail them out that way. But they're smart enough all other ways. You know what I'm saying? They're smart as hell all other ways, but when it comes to that way, they're ignorant.
Well, I disagree. I think that a lot of stuff is like based on your belief, is based on what you want to know about and things that interest you.
Right. No, I get what you're saying, but what I'm saying is this shit is the big elephant in the room everywhere all the time.
It's not there for everybody. It's not there for everybody, but go ahead. Because everybody don't think about racism all the time.
No. Right. I ain't say you thought about it. I'm just saying certain shit on day to day, especially now, the past, couple 3 years or whatever. Especially now, has brought shit to the, you can't really look at shit, regularly now. We've been trying to avoid the black and white, looking at shit black and white for so long, so they making shit fly in your face. You know what I'm saying? We ain't even been calling for none of these shit to happen. You get what I'm saying? If dude hadn't had his knee on George Floyd's neck, we wouldn't be going this far in the movement. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. But what's the point in that?
What I'm saying is, how is that the shit just be shit just be happening that we don't have no control of. You know what I'm talking about? We ain't trying to. We ain't been looking for no handout. We ain't been looking to stir the pot. They been literally stirring the pot they damn self. You know what I'm saying?
But I think that in the real world, I understand what you're saying, but it takes stuff like the Rosa Parks movement to spark the civil rights movement. Like that's the stuff that we have to be. I ain't saying that don't take that. What I'm saying is that if those things didn't happen,
right? If those things didn't happen,
right?
How far would we be in the movement?
We wouldn't be. We probably wouldn't be that far at all.
We probably wouldn't be that far at all. Yeah.
But it's because those things did happen that some things.
And those things are still happening. Now, again, hold on. Let me stop you real quick because I don't think we ever talked about this. This just happened. I know you had to see it. Bill Blur dumbass on Saturday night.
Oh, that was hilarious. That was hilarious. That was hilarious.
But hella true, though.
It was so many black people retweeting that. It was ridiculous. Like,
it was ridiculous, yo. It was ridiculous.
Jamel Hill was like, "You want to see a dead body?" Oh man! And I looked on it. I'm like, I thought he might have bombed, But then I started listening to it. I was like, oh my God, he's going in.
I'm talking about all the way in.
Yeah, I appreciate that though. I appreciate that.
And I appreciate it. I think a lot of black people did appreciate that.
No, I mean, and so, and see, and that's really what I don't want us as black people to understand to do is that, like, I don't, for me personally, I'm talking about Charles now, I ain't talking about everybody, but for me personally, like right now, I don't feel like that we are in it alone. You know, I feel like we have more allies now than we probably have had in a lot of time, in a long time.
That's the thing I think you misquoted because like that's what I was telling you.
I didn't quote you on nothing.
Oh, we're not misquoting.
I didn't misunderstand. No, I'm just talking about me.
You're right. Okay, I think you're looking at it wrong because this is what set our movement or the movement. I'm sorry, this movement. Apart from any other movements we ever had, is we got motherfuckers around the world, nigga.
Right. Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Around the world, right.
The world, all kinds of colors and creeds and all kinds of shit. Now, that wasn't happening back then.
In no capacity.
In no capacity.
Why is it doing that? You know, when somebody send you a cash app, right? Why does it make me cash it out? Like, what if I want to just leave it in there?
You know what's called? They got people. They hacking people shit and cash app and Venmo.
Oh yeah, I read about it. And it's funny. It's funny because if people are smart, they fucking so stupid. Cash app do not have any actual people. Like you can't talk to no actual person. So if a person calls you with Cash App, they're lying. They're lying to you. That's so funny, man. This girl got tipped for like $1,200.
But they ain't calling you. They just going in your shit acting.
No, they can't do that. They can't. I ain't heard. I don't think that's possible. I ain't heard nothing about that. I don't think that's possible. You can't just go because you have to access somebody's actual bank account. Like you can't access nobody's bank account. The Cash App is just a third party way to somebody's bank account. You can't access somebody's bank account and just take no money out. Only the IRS can do that.
So how you heard about what they do? What you heard about?
What they do is that they call you, like they call you and then they get you to give them your information. Then they take your money out. You basically are helping them commit your own crime. And people giving them we updating Cash App right now. We need to get your information so we can update your system. And the motherfuckers giving them their information. Thank you. But again, Cash App though does not have any actual people, so
there's no office, right?
There's no nothing. So I don't know why they doing that.
Probably don't know that.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Because most people get Cash App because everybody else say you ain't got Cash App yet. Yeah, and that's why they got Cash App.
What most people got Cash App because MoneyGram and Western Union is expensive as shit.
Right, and then the conversation comes up. Be like, oh, you gonna still use Western Union? You ain't got Cash App yet?
Yep.
Okay, here you go.
Because Tasha canceled her Cash App, which I don't understand, but you know, I think it's extremely convenient. And say what?
I said it is
extremely convenient. You know, I mean, I don't know how they still in business. They like cabs. They like yellow cabs to me. I don't understand how y'all still making it. MoneyGram and Western Union, I don't understand how they still in business because I can't do it. But I guess maybe for sending money overseas or something. But anybody can get a Cash App. Like the Cash App shit is genius, to be honest with you.
Anybody can get a Cash App.
The Cash App shit is genius. They get a percentage of every single every single transaction. Think about how much they add up to. They get a percentage of every transaction. A lot of people dying at the same time. Hello?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So 7298. I'm putting the room in your name or Queasy name. I'm putting it in your name. And where you headed at? Oh, you drove? She off already?
No, but which guy?
Your number is 704-977-7219.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. 7298. But that they gave you the Comfort Suites in North Lake. The fuck?
Comfort Suite. Where the hell is that?
In North Lake.
Oh,
see what? That's
funny as hell. They just gonna pick my shit and not still gotta pick that. I still think that's weird, nigga. Why would you gotta pick my shit from me?
Well, that's why they give it. No, that's they picking it to give you $30 off or something like that. Like they picking it to give you the money off. They get to pick it. You get the discount, but they get to pick.
I just want to know the reason, though. I understand the setup. I'm trying to figure out the reason. Nigga, you doing it with that part? Why this? It ain't like I can get my choice of like 100 hotels or something. I just got 3 hotels.
But you saved 31%. Like you saved 31%, and then they had like rooms like $58, $78, and $98.
I'm sorry. I'm saying how you look like you helping your customer out. You tell them you can do this, but I gotta be the one to do it for you.
I mean, you are helping them out. You saving the money. You saving the money.
It's too controlling for no reason. That's what I'm saying. I just save the money and I ain't got but 3 damn hotels to pick from. Ain't like I got you got like 6 or 7 of them. 3 hotels. Go on, take a pick on one.
But then just pay your own. But then just pay the regular price then.
Right, I understand that. I'm talking about no.
Like what you think they supposed to give you all of the options as well, and then give you the discount also?
I've never heard of no discount that way. They get to pick your shit.
This is a new thing. It's a new thing. It's brand new.
I'm wondering why. You ain't wondering why, nigga?
I'm not wondering why, because number one, it's the weekend. Number two, they got to make sure. Say what?
That's crazy. I be wondering regular shit. Niggas be tripping out like I ain't supposed to wonder regular shit.
But because it don't serve no purpose. It just take energy for no reason. You got these are the choices. That's what you got. You either do them or you don't.
It don't take no damn energy, nigga. It don't take nothing to wonder, nigga.
Man, if you say so, I just think it's an unnecessary conversation. That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's.
I ain't say you had the answer. I just wonder. I ain't said I'm
gonna
get the answer. I just wonder.
No, you said it's too. You said no. Your response. Your response was it's too controlling for no reason. That's what you said. That's what I'm saying.
It seems like it's too controlling.
How so?
I want to pick for you. Why would you want to pick for somebody?
They picking based on what they probably picking on based on availability and other factors though. You don't even know why they even picking.
That's why I'm wondering. That's what we talking about here.
Okay. All right. I mean, but we already. But
I'm clarity there.
But
that's why I'm wondering.
But I told you what it was before we did it.
No, I know the setup. You pay the price and they pick. That's the setup. I'm wondering why they want to pick. Regular shit.
I don't know. I guess.
Regular shit.
I just okay. But
I guess I can't wonder why they want to pick.
No, I mean, it's like I don't know. I mean, I don't know, man. Some stuff don't deserve that shit. I just think that it is what it is. Okay, that's what you're telling me. All right, fuck it.
You said that's the new shit. If I ain't never heard again, if they ain't never heard of no shit like that, it ain't gonna bring me to wonder. It's the new shit, right?
What I mean, but if they gave you three choices, then what? I'm just saying, like, why you They pick for you of three possible choices. They didn't pick from like you ain't gonna wind up at a Mosey Wozy and no shit.
Right, I'm saying you got a choice, but you don't have a choice.
What I'm saying is that but you complaining about having to pick between three good places.
I didn't say I was complaining. I said I was wondering why.
Okay, what I mean is, no, the complaint is that you think that it's overly controlling. That is a complaint. So what I'm saying is, they giving you three
choices, but because you calling it choices, then I can't pick from now.
What you mean? It ain't like no. What I'm saying is, it is a choice because you have three good choices. I didn't include any bad choices, so there was never a possibility you would get a bad outcome.
I overly stand that, but a choice means you get to pick. You don't get to pick; they get to pick for you. You got all good shit, but they get to pick what good shit you're going to get.
If you got you finna go vote right now, you've got to pick between two choices. You don't get to choose your candidate.
It ain't all good shit though.
Well, that I can't control. I ain't got no control over that part. I can't do nothing about that.
They got a good shit going on because they picking from you from all good shit. So a win is gonna be a win. It's gonna be a win regardless.
Look,
I'm just wondering why they wanted to pick.
But listen, but you didn't. But them wasn't the only options that you had though. That's what I was trying to tell you. Like you had a $58 room, a $78 room, and a $98 room. The $98 rooms, the average night at the hotel at the $98 room was $259 a night. $259. So this is the best of the best hotels in the city. And they give you a deal. You get to pick from one or three of them. And then there was another tier, a 78. Them rooms average like $170 a night. And you get to pick one of them. And three of them, and them shits was downtown.
Again, do you get to pick or they get to pick?
You got three good ass choices.
No, the choice means do you get to choose one of them three choices?
Man, you gotta look up what choice means. Choice does not mean that. Choice don't mean that you get to pick. You might not even have a say in the choice. You just might have to be. You either get one of these or one of the two.
Let's say they're choosing their room. They got a choice. You don't have a choice. You ain't picking nothing.
Also have a choice to not do that though.
No, I understand. You ain't get what I'm trying to say. Damn, it's like going. I'm trying to get to the straight line right here.
But you be like that's not a straight line. That's my whole point. You be trying to get to a straight line by going in a circle.
Right now. I got the game up here. I got White House up here. I got plenty of choices. Do I get to choose or do he get to choose for me?
But two things can be true. Sometimes you get to choose and sometimes you don't get to choose, but it doesn't mean that you don't have a choice.
But a choice means you picking or somebody else.
No, a choice means that you have options of these things that are available. Who gets to decide is arbitrary. That doesn't imply that's not the matter. That's not the matter at hand in the definition of choice. You got three books right here. You can choose. Who gets to choose which one you read is arbitrary based on what the circumstances are. You can choose your book, or I can choose your book. But it doesn't negate the fact that you have choices.
Well, what I'm
you
talking about choices or options? Because it sounds like you talking about options.
First of all, that's a distinction without a difference.
That's because in rooms you're saying that I got 3 options. You know what I'm saying? I get 3 options that they're gonna pick for me.
Right.
They gonna pick for me.
Right.
I got 3 options that they're gonna pick for me.
You still got 3?
I'm gonna choose. Yep. They got 3 options that they're gonna pick, right? Now, I'm gonna choose. Now I got 3 options to choose from. I got 3 options that they're gonna choose from.
So you're gonna use options instead of choices and make it seem like that makes a difference? It's the same. It's a distinction. It's the same. It's like it's a synonym. They mean the same thing. That's a synonym. Options and choices mean the same thing.
Because my whole life, I swear, when I choose some shit, I do it myself. If I have a choice, I do it myself. I have a choice to do it or not to do it. That's a choice I have myself. If I have a choice,